welcome back again to my channel. I believe this video you have seen on my screen is not a new video to everybody watching this video now. If it's a new video, you still watch it in this same video from Arise News. But the thing there is that someone from APC by name Felix Moka is spokesperson to APC came out and was now threatening P2B, and also have the mind to say that P2B had no legacy in Anambra State for 80 years. Like he said that P2B had not single one legacy in Anambra State for 8 good years. Then I asked the question, who brought back education to Anambra State? P2B. P2B had more infrastructure than any governor can have in Anambra State. P2B had savings than any other governor can have in Anambra State. And someone is talking about legacy. Like I said, I would like you to hear it again in case it's the first time watching that video. You hear it again from Arise News and how they analyze this. But from my own point of view, I think that for a person calling himself a leader to come out and issue a threat to another person because the person that is an opposition is enough reason for that person to be arrested. Because how can you be issuing an opposition threat that he have crossed the line so many times that you should be aware, or you should be ready for what is coming? Then I asked this question: what is that thing that is coming to P2B? What is that thing coming? And thank God for the obedience. Everybody is now speaking up and said that if anything should happen to P2B, even a scratch, that they know that they now know why they are called obedience. Because P2B calmed them down last year election after it was being rigged. They wanted to start a protest, but P2B calmed them down. If anything happens to P2B, they will see the true call of obedience. So I think I'd like you guys to just watch this video from Arise News and how they analyzed it. You can analyze them in the comment section, and then I'll come back with you there. See you guys at the video.
Shooting from the hip. He's not looking, he's not taking an aim. He just, shoots widely like, what we used to see in movies back in the day, in the Wild Wild West. He is not being rational. He's absolutely irrational in his thinking and in his public commentary for a man who was governor for 8 years, who left nothing to remember in Anambra State by way of a legacy or transformation. But all of a sudden, he served as governor 8 years. He didn't have the wisdom or the smarts to change Anambra State, to make Anambra the beacon, that example of, governance in the country. But then, he runs for president, in 2023. And then now, he didn't win. He's sulking rather than actually get a perspective and, figure out what he did to lose so he can do better in the future. He would think that he can bring down the government by simply, being maliciously deceptive. That is wrong. I'm not somebody to, to go on that offensive in that manner. But Mr. B has crossed the line so many times. And I think that at this point, he has coming to him whatever he gets, he needs to manage it.
Well, joining us now is Honorable Ikenna Azomchine, former Labour Party governorship aspirant, Anambra State. Thanks for joining us on Newsnight. Let's start with what we've just heard. You're here with me in the studio. Felix Moka's remarks that Peter Obi crossed the line and should manage whatever comes his way. I just wanted to get your thoughts on how you interpret such language and how what this signals about the political climate we see right now in Nigeria.
Good evening, Nigerians. Good evening, Obedience. First of all, I think Mr. Moka is playing a script. He's possibly trying to impress his masters because he was talking about P2B's achievement in Anambra State. I think he has to go back and read properly before, tempering to address P2B's performance in Anambra State. But first of all, we have to warn Mr. Walker, or whatever he calls himself.
Felix Moka.
Prince Walker. Obedience are very patient people. We are wounded in 2023 and we accepted it, and we kind of accepted our principal's plea for us to be calm. But let him be warned that anarchy is at the corner. By the time he starts to threaten P2B, he has no right to come and speak the way he's speaking. P2B is a decent man. In fact, Obedience are angry with P2B.
Okay, let's talk about what Peter Obi has said, right? He's expressing concerns about Nigeria transforming into what he calls an authoritarian and repressive regime. Do you share his view?
Well, Peter Obi as an opposition leader, you are not expecting Peter Obi to come and, say hallelujah songs to the government. The government is practically not doing what it promised the Nigerian people. And there has to be someone speaking here. In civilized countries, they face themselves and they spill all these things face to face. Is it because our democracy is for dragging? You should be able to accept criticism. And I have not seen anything Peter Obi has said that is too bitter for anyone to accommodate. Peter Obi has done a fantastic job of being an opposition with concern about the Nigerian people. We are calling on the APC government to call Prince Morka to order. He has to withdraw his statement. In fact, he should be arrested for threatening the opposition that he has crossed. Which line did he cross? We are telling the government what they ought to do for the Nigerian people to live. People are dying of stampede. People are hungry. The transportation system is not working. Bad roads everywhere. The hospitals have no equipment. So what else do you expect Mr. Peter Obi to say? We are even not happy. The obedience are not happy with Peter Obi that is not doing enough. And we are telling Felix Walker.
So what do the obedience expect Mr. Peter Obi to be doing?
What we expect him to do now is exactly what he's doing now, pointing those areas where the government should pay attention for Nigerian people to be able to breathe. And that's why we find it absurd that someone, I think he needs a position in the APC. I think someone should go and ask him what his problems are. How can you say Mr. Peter Obi is crossing the line when obedience are
well, he's the National Publicity Secretary of the APC.
I mean, he should publicize something else, not Peter Obi. Peter Obi is one of the best opposition leaders they can have.
What's your message to the APC and also to the Nigerian public when it comes to fostering a more inclusive and respectful political discourse in Nigeria?
My message to the APC is that like I said earlier, we have obedience in APC, we have obedience in PDP, we have obedience everywhere. We urge them to go directly into what they promised Nigerian people. Those dividends of democracy that they promised Nigerians, we need it now. And they should be fast about it.
Thank you so much, Honorable Ikenna Azonchine, who is a former Labour Party governorship aspirant of Anambra State, for joining us.
The fact is that Peter Obi is bigger than APC. One man pulled the whole crowd in Nigeria last year campaign election. One man made everybody to have their PVC. Me, I didn't have my PVC, but because of Peter Obi, I had to go and get mine. A couple of people, most people I know that had no PVC, but because of Peter Obi, everybody rushed to go and get their own PVC. That's what they call to be a leader. A leader attracts the masses or people they are leading. Tinubu came to Enugu. The new government went to hire crowd for Tinubu. Like they pay up. I heard it, and they pay people to come and cheer Tinubu up. That's to tell you that he is not a good leader that attracts the people that he's leading. Peter Obi will come in a church. Everybody in the church will try to touch Peter Obi or take picture of Peter Obi. A good leader. And now someone is coming to issue a threat to Peter Obi that he should be careful that he has crossed the line, this or that, this and that. And it does not make it not making any sense because Peter Obi will not even stop. Like he said, I am ready for anything. I am ready for anything. If it's the end of me, I am ready. I will stand by the truth and nothing but the truth. That was Peter Obi's word. So I like guys to everybody with the watch in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to you guys.